A dear friend of mine has asked me to create an unusual trophy for a competition in her office. No! The topic of the competition is contract work. So I thought, how would one represent contract work visually without being boring and uninteresting? In a funny way, you know. I also need to somehow visually represent that someone being the best of the best in the contract work. Then the idea was born, a contract ninja! What would be a good representation of a contract in real life in visual form? I thought, why? It is obviously a scroll, the most ancient form of a contract deal that one would make. And then ninja would obviously be represented by a shuriken, a deadly stealthy weapon of a skilled assassin. I start by designing the scroll in Fusion 360. To remove any doubt, there will be a word contract on top of the scroll. I emboss the word contract and the scroll looks like a contract now. There must also be a stamp at the bottom of the contract. The stamp should look serious and important, and therefore our stamp will say the following: this is a totally legit and official stamp of some sort. The contract itself looks a little blank, so I thought maybe we should add some contractual text and articles to it. Now it is time to design the shuriken. It will be a star with 6 arms which will penetrate the contract.
Oh my!
Now all that's left is to join all the pieces together: the stand, the star, the shuriken and the contract itself. I am now preparing the model for printing. The 2 pieces will be printed separately. Shuriken will be black and the contract will be golden silk. The shuriken was printed real fast. Now it is time to print the scroll. The model turned out beautiful, but it appears to be a little too yellow, so my dearest friend asked if I could do it in a different tone, so I obliged. I also did not like the way shuriken turned out and used the opportunity to improve on the design as well. I decided to put the trophy on a block of solid Jara wood. I'm adding the block to the design to see how everything will fit together. Last piece of design is the plaque with an Honorable Contract Ninja title. Second round of printing. This new shuriken looks awesome. And the new choice of filament for the scroll looks amazing. It is a copper silk PLA. Woodworking time. Let's go ahead and make the wooden bases. I'm not actually that fast with the saw, just sped it up for cinematic beauty. After some extensive sanding, it is time to finish the wood. Applying oil to the wood is always so satisfying. Final assembly time. To attach the scroll to the base, I'm going to use threaded brass inserts and epoxy glue. The brass insert is melted into the bottom of the scroll using a soldering iron. To insert the shuriken into the scroll, I am softening the plastic up with a lighter. It turns PLA into a rubber-like material, which can then be gently guided into the slits. After the plastic cools down, it becomes rigid again, and it is properly stuck in the scroll now, as if a real ninja has thrown the shuriken. Worthy award for a true office warrior.